Nate Marchand, Personal Journal. Still trying to figure out how Jet suddenly developed olfactory sensors. Did he watch Reptilicus again? I exited the mobile studio, and as soon as I entered the bridge, I was smacked by the dankest of odors, which I recognized immediately. I followed my nose to the storage room behind the bridge and opened the closet by tapping its control panel.
Ow! Right on the mushroom. Oh, is that sunlight?
Out plopped none other than Monster Island's resident maddest of scientists. Dr. Dourif, I presume.
That's what it says on my birth certificate, Mr. Marchand. At least the parts that don't have ink running off of them because of all the slime in my back pocket.
Do I want to know how long you've been in there?
You probably don't know, but the real question is not how long, but why. As it happens, I came to London after getting an invitation to a xeno-botany conference. Unfortunately, the board neglected to pay for any kind of accommodation, so I thought I'd just crash here with you. My good friend. I knew you wouldn't mind.
This is Uber-Moguera, not Motel-Moguera.
Now, Mr. Marchand, if we're going to quibble about semantics, I'll just crawl back into my little closet. Well, I probably shouldn't. I don't want to be late for my conference.
This would have happened if Jimmy was here.
Oh, yes, that name does remind me of something. I wanted to let you know something. That Jimmy and Kaguya have returned from their honeymoon. They were wondering where you were, Nathan. They were asking about you whilst they were unloading their spaceship with all the souvenirs they'd gotten on their honeymoon, including a weird rug that looked somewhat like a large humanoid bear with horns on it. Very strange, but who am I to judge?
You see... Wait, why am I even explaining this to you? You can barely comprehend human speech.
Well, you know what they say, Mr. Marchand. Why speak human language when you can be polylingual across multiple plant dialects, like I am, and all of the children that I can talk to as a result of it? Oh, you wouldn't believe the things I've heard. Oh, the plans I have.
Last I checked, maniacal giggles don't count as a language.
Au contraire, Mr. Marchand, it has actually opened up many avenues for my research. In fact, I was recently able to become an ambassador to the Boltons. As you know, they do love their laughter. Do you know who did that for me? Jimmy. He is such a nice man.
Yeah, we all love Jimmy. Now get off my... What the shit is happening now? And as if on cue... come again?
He said that Konga's attacking Big Ben.
I glanced at the Mad Doctor. Ugh. I need to self-brush up on my jet speak. All right, let's go. Uber-Moguera took off from the Heathrow Airport and flew into London. It didn't take long for us to spot Konga trying to climb Big Ben. Trying being the operative word. This big ape always envied Kong. The British Army wisely refrained from attacking Konga and instead focused on evacuating the immediate area. We landed Uber-Moguera a few blocks away from the clock tower. That thing isn't nearly tall enough for him to climb. But then again, his height fluctuates because of Decker's serum.
Ah, yes, Dr. Decker. Big fan of him. We used to be friends, you know. I haven't seen him since Woodstock.
Uh-huh. Sure. Konga started taking his inferiority complex out on Big Ben, unlike in 1961. Jet, prime our weapons and prepare to engage. What weapons? What are you talking about?
Oh, you seem to have understood that one well enough.
I have been reading Jimmy's manual, okay? But what are you talking about, Jet? The smiley bot tapped a few buttons and brought up a readout for Uber-Moguera's weapon systems. Everything was either empty or damaged. Godzilla, dang it!
Now what do we do?
Jet walked to the open door to the back room. He looked over his shoulder and gave a thumbs up.
Wait, was that... Leave it to me?
Wait, leave it to me. Oh, you already translated for him. Never mind.
Jet rushed out the door. I saw Jet on the view screen flying toward Konga and growing to giant size. He landed next to Konga and tried to grapple the Mega Monkey, but Konga threw up Jet's mighty hands of steel and beat his chest.
Great. Even Jet's superpower inventing skills may not find a solution that won't destroy that towering timepiece.
You know, I really could listen to you alliterate all day.
Doesn't change the fact that this isn't going to work.
I concur, and it is quite embarrassing when the solution really is patently obvious.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your very, very lucky day, Marchand. As it happens, I've developed a new tranquilizer derived from the venom of Dr. Decker's plants. That's why I'm in London, you see. That's why I was invited to the conference. I think we could use Konga as a perfect field test for what I've been cooking up.
Alright, if that readout is correct, we have one tranq missile left. Think you can load your shrinking venom onto it?
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time I've stuffed weird liquids or bodily fluids into a warhead, Mr. Marchand. You can believe me on that one.
TMI, just go do it.
Goodness, young people just don't have any patience anymore.
I swear I'm surrounded by weirdo boomers.
It took a few minutes for Dr. Dourif to load his super venom or whatever into the missile. Jet did his best to distract Konga and lure him away from Big Ben, but to no avail. Finally, Mushroom Man called me on the intercom.
Come in, Mr. Marchand. The warhead is now loaded in far more toxic and slightly upsettingly damp than it was before.
Alrighty, nap time, Konga. Which button launches the missiles?
You know, you really do strike me as somewhat bafflingly clueless around here. If my children were here, they could have done this far, far faster than you. Far faster!
Sure, whatever. Ha ha! Windshield wipers? Seriously? Dang it, that's Jimmy's playlist!
Self-destruct in 10, 9.
No, stop. Wait,
Six,
do I even care?
4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding.
Jimmy, you mother trucker!
I finally fired the tranq missile at Konga. Jet grabbed the big ape and spun him around, until the missile stabbed a knockoff Kong right in his big hairy keister. Less than 30 seconds later, that keister was still hairy, but a heck of a lot smaller. Jet picked up the unconscious Konga, who had reverted back to his inexplicable chimp form.
Nice work, Jet. But can you do me a favor and fly back to the island?
Jet replied with a thumbs up.
Thanks, my dude.
Jet flew away.
That could not have gone better. Oh, it was perfect. This will absolutely win me an award at the conference for sure. I just need to collect some data from Konga's body, and that trophy is most certainly mine.
Whatever you say, crazy scientist man.
You know, it's the funniest thing. Very recently, the board took my old job title of Head of Special Sciences and actually changed it to Crazy Science Man. What are the odds, eh?
Just when I thought they couldn't get any weirder. But thanks for your help, I guess.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Mr. Marchand. In fact, if you'd like to repay me, I will accept payment in the form of a special episode of your show going over a specific film. Have you ever heard of the film Death Machine? Yes, it's quite a good film. I feel a particular kinship with the character who lives in the basement and creates a monster and wants to take over the world. I don't really know what the kinship is or why I feel that way, but I do love that film. So would you consider doing it on your show?
I'll think about it.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I know my beautiful Matongo children are looking forward to it as well.
Why am I not surprised? Anyway, don't you have a conference to go to?
Well, as you surface dwellers like to say, I certainly diddly do. I'm off. Wish me luck, Mr. Marchand. Conference, here I come.
I flopped into a chair and took a deep breath. My nose rested easy now that he was gone. Unfortunately, the air filtration system needed repair. This odor wasn't leaving for a while. It was a mistake to leave without Jimmy. Damn it. End journal entry.
MIFV Episode 103 Epilogue. In the Nose of Madness. Starring Nathan Marchand as MIFV Nate and Daniel DiManna as Dr. Dante Dourif, with Deedlit as the computer voice. Written by Nathan Marchand with Daniel DiManna. Directed, produced, and edited by Nathan Marchand. Additional music tracks included Awkward and Fight or Flight by David Facilian. Global Defense Force, Jet Jaguar by Heavy Melody Music. Abandoned by God by Road to Ka, and Heroes by Fennekin. Frederick Hathen, Andrew Thompson, Cradius, Gamer of the Winds, John Stacy, Leo Miata, and Matthias Menente. Sound effects sourced from freesound.org and created by JP Gant. Our story segments were made possible by the generous MIFV MAX members on Patreon, including executive producer Damon Noyes. This is a fan production, and no copyright infringement is intended or implied. All characters' video clips and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders. MIFV is a Moonlighting Ninjas media production and a proud member of Pod Nation. Thank you for listening. Next time, apologies.